From Texas is recognized.
I thank the chairman. Wanted to try to recenter the conversation just for a moment, and might engage with a colloquy with the chairman on a simple point. When the Democrats were in charge of the committee in 2019, as I believe the chairman has mentioned today, was it not true that they held the Attorney General of the United States, Attorney General Barr, in contempt for effectively redacting material from the Mueller report that he was legally obligated to redact?
Yes, it was grand jury transcripts.
And so that's the standard, just to be clear, set by our Democratic colleagues, was to hold somebody in contempt for doing what he was legally required to do under the law.
Yes.
And here we are having a conversation about an amendment, I believe, is what we're actually debating at the moment, an amendment to add language to clarify that we were in receipt of the assertion of executive privilege that we received a mere minutes before we began this markup here today, and that this amendment asserts privilege, it's asserting privilege after having, as the gentlelady from Wyoming was noted, effectively relinquished their claim to privilege, having provided the transcript. And that our position is that now have the transcript, that we want to be able to look at the actual audio or listen to the actual audio because of, to be very specific, the assertions by her throughout the entirety of her report that it was in fact the president's demeanor, the way the president was responding, or his lack of response. And look, I'm trying to be careful, by the way. I mean, with all due respect to the assertion made about by the gentleman from Tennessee that, there were just some little problems with the memory. I mean, her report is littered and filled with concerns about the nature of the president's memory. I don't even want to go down that road. He's the president of the United States. I'm not looking to dive into that other than as it relates directly to this question about what we can take away from the actual testimony by the president to Mr. Hur. That's it. So back to recentering the question, all we're doing is debating this amendment that's talking about adding this language in about the assertion of executive privilege, which we are saying has already been essentially set aside by giving us the transcripts, and we believe that is our oversight function to be able to simply listen to the audio file. The gentleman agree with that, and I yield back to the chairman.
The only other part to that I would say is it was also leaked to the press. It wasn't just